Hi, I'm Luke Tanaka, and I'm here with Elmhurst head women's soccer coach Paul Webster. And Coach got a 3-0 victory over Milliken on Senior Day. Talk about what the senior class has meant to the program.
Well, besides a lot of them playing an awful lot of games and a lot of minutes, they've been a good a leadership group. Every single one of them has led in different ways, and obviously players have impacted games either as a defender or an attacking player. So it's going to be a tough group to replace, but they've been very successful while they've been here.
Talking about one of those seniors specifically, Alyssa Angelo, who has started every game since she's come on campus in the fall of 2012. Talk about her impact on the program. I know you said these players have logged a lot of minutes in their time here.
Alyssa definitely has. Center backs are kind of a foundation of a team, not just defensively, composure-wise, and the ability to take a game over when they need to, not necessarily scoring goals. And Alyssa has been very, very good. I think she's playing her best soccer over the last year and a half. She's very dependable, and probably the consistency of her play is her best attribute, because you know what you can expect from her, and it's usually a pretty high level.
A key 2-1 win over North Central last week, and one that you really needed to stay in the CCIW tournament discussion. 70 minutes with the lead after scoring early, and then North Central able to tie it, but then the resiliency, I thought, of your team able to come back with 4 minutes to go. Talk about that resiliency and how key that win was.
Well, the win is vital when you look at conference standings, and there's not that many conference games, so every chance you get to get a result, you need to. The games with North Central are always very tightly contested. We did get the goal, which forced them to chase the game a little bit, and they spent a lot of energy. I think we came out at the beginning of the game very well. Had them on the back foot. Second half, same thing. Game settled in. They get a tying goal. But one thing that this team has done all year is compete to stay in games. And this one, we actually created chances to win the game. And that shows a good competitive resiliency kind of characteristic to our team, which we've shown throughout the year. And we got the result that I thought we all feel we deserved.
Then going to the Milliken game on Saturday, really big win. I thought 3-0 win, and you were able to outshoot them by a whole lot. But let's talk about the first goal. Kim Stanzik able to get the assist there. She's starting just her 4th game of the season, but able to get that assist. What does she bring to the table offensively?
Kim's a good ball striker. She's probably one of our fittest players. She might not be the fastest player, but she can run fast for a long time. So you always need that from an attacking player, especially wide. But her ball striking causes trouble for teams. She's always been in our top 14 core players, and when she got the chance to start, struggled a little bit early. Last 2 games, I thought she's played very well, and she made a great run to get onto a ball, turned a defender, played a nice ball into Courtney, and that was a quality finish by Courtney.
Courtney OKeefe, her second goal as well came later in the game, where she was able to score off a set piece. Anna Garitano's corner kick comes in, Megan Hart heads it towards the goal, and then O'Keefe able to finish it. Talk about how important it's going to be coming with the tough schedule to be able to score off those set pieces.
Set pieces are always very important. You hear about the stats at the international level of the percentage of goals that are scored on set pieces. That's when you get a chance to organize your team specifically and try to run something that you've rehearsed. Courtney did a really good job. I don't know if anyone noticed on the play, but their back stepped off the goal line, which had Courtney not stepped to, she would have been offside. Megan had a good header on goal, and Courtney was well positioned just to redirect it. Anna's very consistent at playing her corner. She pretty much puts it in the same spot every time, which helps our players be able to get themselves in positions to create those chances. So we need to be very effective on our set pieces.
Then the third goal comes from Sydney O'Keefe. It was the O'Keefe sisters scoring all 3, and Sydney's logged a lot of really big minutes for you forward this season. So talk about her and her impact she's had on the team off the bench.
Sydney creates chances. She's a change of pace kind of player. She plays very differently than Anna does in the same position. She's had really good chances all year. She went through a patch like the rest of our team did where she was struggling to finish. So for her to get that goal hopefully is a big confidence booster for her. And for the team to realize that she's, figuring out how to score goals at this level. But that was a huge goal. A little bit more than 5 minutes after our second goal. 3-goal leads are always very important, and it put us in a position where we felt that if we just played tight defensively, that it was going to be real hard for Milliken to overcome that. So huge goal for her, great goal for us.
And you did play tight defensively. You gave up just 4 shots in the entire game, none in the second half. how key do you thought that defensive play was, especially once you got that big lead?
Defending comes from your ability to keep the ball. And what we did in the second half was we consistently were able to keep possession in their half. And not only that, but create chances. Because when a team has to start their attacks from goal kicks or winning the ball deep in their end, it's hard. And I thought our ability to not give up chances was the fact that we were so good at getting chances in their end. We didn't finish any of them, but it really takes a lot of pressure off when you're not constantly having to play in your own end for stretches of 45 seconds to 2 minutes. We didn't have to do that, so it enabled us to be able to focus on how we were trying to break them down on their end, and we did a good job.
Next up, Illinois Wesleyan. They've given up 3 goals all year in 15 games. Talk about what's going to be the key to get some sort of result down in Bloomington.
They just don't give up chances. It's not that they've only given up 3 goals. They just don't give up chances. They're very good defensively. They're very athletic as far as pursuing the ball. So what we're going to need to do is when we win the ball, we have to take care of it. We need to make sure we connect a pass and look to get them having to play side to side. We've done a good job against them creating chances over the last 4 or 5 games. We've consistently scored goals against them. Our goal is to limit their chances and see if we can consistently put some pressure on them throughout minutes of the game and make them have to defend in their end. It's not going to be an easy task, but I think we're capable of doing it.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Coach, for joining me, and good luck in the week of preparation.
Thank you very much.